Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Scorpio? The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy at the foundation of the reading, and Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the sacral of the reading, Scorpio. Scorpios, earlier on I was asking for the downloads, the messages that I needed to deliver to all of you intuitively. And I was guided to go and take a drive. While I was taking a drive, I saw this big billboard on the side of a highway, and it said, "Start loving yourself." And then I was listening to an astrologer, and he was talking about this Venus retrograde and how we're entering into a time of self-love and discipline. And it was as if everything started to fall into place intuitively for me. The messages started to flood through. And what I'm seeing here, Scorpios, is in relation to a transformation or something you're trying to bring into your life. It's going to be different for all of you, so just apply the messages as they fit. But there's something here that is calling for self-discipline, self-love. In other words, Scorpios, it's like you need a final heave-ho from the universe, a final push to pull through whatever I'm picking up here for all of you into your reality. This is something very big. It's something you've been working on for a long time. For some of you, it's just an overall transformation of your circumstances. But whatever it is, there's something that has been in the works, in the ethers, for a very long time now. And I feel it's preparing to start trickling through from now right through Leo season. You're really being called to start practicing self-love, self-discipline, Scorpios. Things that you know have been creating drag or stagnation in your life, now is the time to let go of all these things. People, places, things, addictions, behavioral patterns, whatever it is for you, Scorpios, right now you have this supporting energy. And we always hear messages like this, but there's not always a supporting energy for it. And what does this mean? There's a supporting energy. Well, what this means, Scorpios, is that if you attempt to do this thing that maybe you've tried many times in the past, maybe it's a behavioral pattern, a food addiction, there's many different things that it can possibly be. Right now, you're being supported astrologically speaking to be able to pull this off because it's this particular thing or things that need to be released in order to get this final shove, this final heave-ho from the universe to be able to pull through this manifestation, this change, this transformation. You may have recently hit a delay, a snag in whatever it is here that I'm picking up, but it was because something needed to be improved upon. There was another way of looking at something. There was another way of doing this thing, whatever it is that I'm picking up for you guys. But this is all happening with the astrology. It's as if the universe is saying to you, hey, Scorpios, take a step back. There's another way you can do this. And at the same time, you also need to clean up some behavioral patterns in your life to be able to get this final shove from the universe. It's as if it's game day, Scorpios, and you're being called to enter into this very disciplined energy, which is all a byproduct of self-love. It's all about you right now. It's all about how much you love yourself, how much you truly believe in yourself. This is what you're being called to focus on right now. Don't worry about anybody else. Worry about yourself right now and crossing this threshold that you've been working so hard to get over. Now's the time, Scorpios. There's an energy of rank and dominion here. Now, what I feel this is, Scorpios, is an energy of you having this ascension. It's an up-leveling with this Four of Pentacles at the sacral. It's calling for this very optimistic, very passionate push right now from you. All hands on deck kind of energy. Eye on the prize, Scorpios. There is something major coming your way, Scorpios. I only have 2 cards on the table, but I feel it. It's in the energy. It's been in the energy. But the messages I have coming through intuitively are a lot different than typical channelings that I do for you all. It's like everything you've been through up until this point, Scorpios, was essentially the fight. It's as if you're on the last lap, Scorpios. You're so close to stepping into this new season of your life. But this focused concentration is of the utmost importance right now, Scorpios. The divine needs you thinking clearly, being the best you can possibly be. So whatever it is in your life that you know you can improve on, Scorpios, right now, do it. Because this is going to be a portal, an energetic heave-ho, so to speak, from the universe. A way that the universe is going to be able to reach you and give you the helping hand you need, the final shove. See sacrificing something as a way for the universe to show up and give you the supportive energy you need to be able to step into this new energy, Scorpios. And my right hand is really itching right now, Scorpios. And what's interesting, the spot that it's itching, Scorpios, it's at the top of my palm, just underneath my pinky, right there, right? So this area here is connected to your ear. Intuitive guidance. Scorpios, you're being guided. You need to listen to your intuition, your higher guidance. What are you being called to let go of right now? This has been happening to me a lot lately as well. I always have ringing in my ears because I'm clairaudient, but it's been different. It's almost been disciplinary. So I've really been listening and trying my best to let go of things in my life that I feel this may be connected to. There's a couple of things that I've let go of the past couple of weeks, just behavioral patterns or things in my diet, stuff like this. And I've had this massive increase in energy, and my productivity in my day-to-day life has been going up. I've been seeing an increase. And even my creativity, I've just been having more ideas. I've just been feeling more calibrated. So see this as a way for the divine, an opportunity for Source to calibrate you, Scorpios. Listen to your higher guidance. Listen to the ringing in your ears, the frequency tunneling that you may be hearing. Pay attention to all of it. How do you feel after it happens? Your first thought, that's typically the thing that you're being called to focus on, to let go of, whatever it may be. What do we have? The solar plexus, please? Wow. 9 of Wands, Sag energy at the solar plexus. 9 of Wands is all about putting a distance between you and something, and this is going along perfectly with what I'm speaking about. It's an energy of resilience. It's like you're in this energy where the divine is testing your faith. Scorpios, we want to bring this into your life, but you need to let go of this. You need to be strong right now. You need to be courageous, forward-focused, and persistent on your path. Are you going to allow us to help you, Scorpios? We need you to meet us halfway on this one, because we're about to bless you. But we can't do it alone, Scorpios. We need you to show up for yourself. Now more than ever, more than any other time in your entire life, Scorpios, you need to be loving on yourself. There's no time, there's no energetic space to be helping anybody else out with any of their day-to-day needs. You have to put it all into you right now. Close up shop, so to speak, in relation to your assistance and how you show up for others. Right now, we need you to really be focused on yourself. Venus is going to be in retrograde for 40 days and 40 nights. And you're being called to do this 40 days of self-love, Scorpios. Go all in. Be incredibly disciplined in the day-to-day workings of your life. And Scorpios, if you do this, at the end of this retrograde cycle for Venus, you would have completely transformed your life. So a lot of you have been sending up prayers. You've been trying to manifest things into your life. And now the universe is showing up. Scorpios, we're here. Let's do this. We're ready to do this. But we need you firing on all cylinders, the best you can possibly be for 40 days and 40 nights. And when that 40 days and 40 nights is over with, if you hold strong and don't falter on this path, Scorpios, your manifestation will be waiting for you, will be right in front of you. You will have access to it. So I challenge you, Scorpios, if you're truly serious about improving your life, your circumstances, whatever it may be, bringing this manifestation into your life, you will do this. Because this is how the universe shows up to support us after we send those prayers up. You see, a prayer is us setting an intention, a recognition of something we want to bring into our life. The universe responds with an instruction manual on how you're to do that. It doesn't just show up magically on your front doorstep. The universe gives you very specific guidelines that you're to navigate in a very methodical fashion to be able to pull this manifestation through. You're in an amazing position right now, Scorpios. So don't fumble the ball. Get focused. Get disciplined. Whatever you've been putting off, now's the time to pull it off the back burner. Get to it, Scorpios. Now more than ever, we need you in this very balanced solar plexus energy, very confident, very controlled, moving in a very methodical fashion. Embody discipline. Embody structure. Embody confidence right now, Scorpios. What do we have at the heart, please? I'm going to take both these. Wow. Hierophant at the heart, Taurus energy. High Priestess at the throat, Pisces energy. The Hierophant and the High Priestess are the most powerful pair in the tarot. The universe is showing up for you, Scorpios. This Hierophant at the heart is speaking about structure and organization, stepping in line, further reiterating what I was channeling about moving in this very structured, methodical fashion. There's no more time to put into any energies, whether they're people, behavioral patterns, whatever it is. If they're not willing to shift now, Scorpios, it's time to get moving. You can't risk missing this energetic portal into this new season in your life. Because now, more than ever, Scorpios, you're really being faced with a decision that you need to make here. And astrologically speaking, a lot of you that are dealing with these very toxic connections, whether they're friends, family dynamics, romantic relationships, if you don't start letting go now, you probably never will. Now's the time to do this. It's going to be a lot easier for you to do this now because of the energetic support that you're getting from this Venus in retrograde. Pairing with this High Priestess at the throat, this is you following the higher power. This is indicating your subconscious mind and your intuition. A lot of you right now are being asked to put your spiritual growth, your spiritual matters, before your material security. See, that in and of itself is a mindset shift. I remember when I was so focused on my material stability, I couldn't find success in my life because the universe was essentially giving me more of what I was projecting out. But then, when I started to wake up spiritually and go inward, and took all of my focus off of my material needs, my material security, and put all my focus on my spiritual needs, because spirit is above the material world, I had more material security start flooding through than I could have ever possibly imagined. You see, this is a mindset shift. You're being called to change your focus. Connect with your higher self and spirit, and watch how the world around you materializes with little to no effort. You're being called to break away from self-indulgence and stubbornness, Scorpios. Procrastination, leaving things on the back burner. Now's the time. And the thing is, Scorpios, if you're listening to my readings or somebody else's readings and you're looking for transformation in your life, here it is. So if you don't take it now, when you're being guided to do so, you really never will. So what's the point in watching any more tarot readings or listening to any sort of spiritual guidance, self-help books, whatever it is you may be utilizing to bring the transformation into your life, if you're not going to show up for yourself and actually follow the guidance? It's really this now or never kind of energy, Scorpios. If you're not going to do it now, then you may as well just go get comfortable living an indoctrinated life inside of the illusion, inside of the matrix, and accept what you've always dealt with. There's this high level of spiritual awakening taking place inside the Scorpio collective right now. There's these very intense spiritual energies, and all of you have an inner silent voice that is guiding you. A lot of you have probably been hearing that voice. It's going to show up by way of your intuitive guidance. What's been on your mind? What's been playing like a broken record inside your mentals? That's your intuition. That's that inner silent voice. What have your dreams been like? Do you remember your dreams, Scorpios? Because if you remember your dreams, then they're not dreams. They're messages. So pay very close attention, because there's a lot that's being unearthed from your subconscious mind. There's a tremendous amount of transformation that is on the horizon line for the Scorpio collective. And now more than ever, we all need to stand up and march. And how do you do that? Well, you take complete control over your own personal life. March in this energy of self-love and self-discipline with without falter. Hold the line, Scorpios. Hold the line. And if you're having a hard time doing it for yourself, think about the other Scorpios in the collective. Do it for them. Do it for the Scorpio collective at large, because we are all needed. We all move in an incremental fashion to create this shift. When you get the Hierophant and the High Priestess together, this is an energy of spiritual growth, balancing your inner wisdom with external guidance. It's an energy of finding balance in your life. It's an energy of introspection, and it's an energy of staying grounded in your experiences and inner truth. What do we have at the third eye? Wow. Wheel of Fortune, Sag energy at the third eye, Scorpios. What a card to follow the Hierophant and the High Priestess paired. This is an energy of destiny. Like I was saying, it's a new life cycle of this big turning point in your life. Again, they want me to reiterate the message I was getting about you sending your prayers up, your manifestations, and it being heard, and the divine has showed up. Do not miss out on this opportunity, Scorpios. There won't be another one like this in your lifetime, because this is all happening with the astrology. There's this major awakening that is preparing to come into your life, but you need to show up for yourself. 40 days and 40 nights of self-love, discipline. You may be met with resistance, Scorpios. You may start to find, Scorpios, that your environment starts to turn on you. What I mean by this is you actually stepping into this energy of alignment, showing up for yourself, meeting the universe halfway, has a way of exposing your environment. It's like all of a sudden there's these negative external forces around you trying to create instability or stress. Things may start to feel out of control. It's very important you fight through this, Scorpios. The knowing that this is happening because you're in this energy of alignment should be enough to keep you pushing forward. Scorpios, I'm seeing a whole group of you in my mind's eye, aligning, and your environment starting to react negatively to your alignment. You start to see the individuals, whatever it is, around you in a light that you've never seen them in before. And so energetically, it's like you're running out of hell because you never actually knew you were in it until this major awakening that you're going through. On one hand, this awakening is you stepping into this whole new season of your life, surrounded by the manifestations, the prayers, whatever it is. And then on the other hand, it's your realization of the life that you were actually living up until this point. It's an energy of all of us realizing that we're living a version of a lie, or living as a version of ourselves that wasn't completely self-empowered. In other words, we weren't going after our dreams, our true heart's desires. We were allowing our environments to hold us back. This Wheel of Fortune of the third eye is symbolizing a complete shifting in your reality, third eye energy. How you see yourself, how you see your life, and the world around you, and all those who reside in it with you. What do we have at the crown, please? Lovers, Gemini energy at the crown. It's all about alignment, Scorpios. This is what this is all about. The Lovers is an energy of calibration, union, harmony. You coming into balance with your higher self. The highest vibrational version of yourself, you aligning with that timeline, integrating into that timeline, and then that becomes your reality. It's an energy of timeline jumping that I have on this table as well. It's all essentially the same thing. There's an energy here of you aligning with who you really are. Are you these things that are holding you back, Scorpios? This is what the universe is asking you. Right now. You can stay there. You can keep doing what you're doing, whatever it may be. You're not being forced to make any change, but you are being asked to solidify yourself in one energy or the other. There's a great awakening and solidification of the energies that you were either entertaining in your current reality, Scorpios, or the energies that you're being offered that are in alignment with all your prayers and manifestations by the universe. There's prayers being answered. There's wishes that have arrived. So what are you going to do about it, Scorpios? Because there's no more waiting. There's no more putting it off. Tomorrow, another week, another month. It's now or never. What do we have at the foundation, please? Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Amy. A lot of you Scorpios have been an energy where you feel cheated. You feel like the universe has forgotten about you. I know that energy. I remember feeling like the universe had forgotten about me too. But that just isn't the case, Scorpios. You see, what you'll find is, after you send up these prayers, these manifestations, these wishes, whatever they are, the universe will start working behind the scenes to prepare you for this energy of ascension, this energy of awakening. And the universe will use the astrology to move a whole group of you at once. So the excuse of feeling like you've been forgotten about or the universe doesn't see you just isn't going to work anymore, Scorpios. Not after this reading, not after this message. You know, like I was saying, there's a couple things that I recently let go of as well. I had this deep inner knowing that if I let go of a couple of these things, that I would benefit from it greatly, but I wasn't ready. I kept putting it off. But then I felt ready. And without even knowing it, it's all because of the astrology. I cut a couple of these things out. And for me, like I was saying, things in diet, nothing real bad, but just kind of like minute little things that could have been better that I always knew about, I finally let go of. And I feel like a completely different person. It was a couple of things that I felt were giving me allergies, like food allergies. Things that, though may seem very small, were keeping me from functioning at an even higher level to the level that I was already functioning on. It's like an energy of going in with a fine-tooth comb, just really releasing all the little things, Scorpios. And I'm right here with all of you Scorpios for this one. We're all going through this. So I really encourage you, Scorpios, to really take this opportunity to do this. Because coming from somebody who's done this, you really don't want to deprive yourself of this. This is where you find the real you. It allows you to get to the core of the person you really are. The stripping away of all these things that deplete you of energy, time, life clock minutes. You know, sometimes people say to me, there's no such thing as a matrix. And my question to them after they say that is, well, why is it you're not living your dreams? Why is it you're not doing what you want to be doing in your life? Why is it that you're addicted to this, that, and the other? And why is it that your life is a complete mess? Because the reality that we've been tasked with living inside of is the resistance. It is what's trying to keep us from getting to the core of who we really are. So if you say to me, there is no matrix, that tells me that you're completely indoctrinated. What do we have at the sacral, please? Wow. Beelzebub, the moon. You know, it's so interesting that this card came out right after I was talking about the illusion, the matrix, because Beelzebub is one of the custodians of the matrix. It's an energy of illusion, problems that you can't even see, enemies that you can't see, energy of being completely indoctrinated into the illusion. You not understanding how life works like this and seeing it for what it really is, and using the excuse that there isn't a matrix around all of us to not step into your power and wake up, is you surrendering all of your power to the system of control that's been put in place. Anybody who has their finger on the pulse of the collective knows that we are, without a shadow of a doubt, living inside an illusion. That's what the material world is. The material world can be seen as us living in our lowest vibration, essentially living in the root chakra, the material world, which keeps us from connecting with spirit. See, we have to live inside the material world. There's nothing we can do about that. But, like I was saying, when you connect with spirit, everything that's beneath that calibrates and comes into balance. You don't even have to think about your material needs. They just show up. See, the reason why Satanists, the Luciferian agenda, turns the cross upside down or the star upside down is to put the material at the top and put spirit on the bottom. That's what that means. It means that they're turning away from spirit, from God. Or if you want to take it all the way back to its origins, it is Lucifer revolting against God. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Queen of Swords and Andrelephus. This goes along perfectly with what I'm saying. These three cards I read as reversals, negative polarities. They're essentially in their detriment. This Queen of Swords is the pathological liar of the tarot. This is representing the material world. They tell you a lie, and you believe it. Question everything, Scorpios. This is the best way that I can really speak on this channeling that I'm getting here about individuals who aren't being honest with themselves about the world we live in, and as a result, staying unawakened and stuck, completely indoctrinated. Right? It's a donkey holding up peacock feathers. And somebody's saying, wow, look at that donkey. They have peacock feathers. Instead of saying, well, that's not real, because donkeys don't have peacock feathers. See, they'll believe this, but they won't believe that there's a matrix around us. What do we have at the heart for Scorpio? Lee-Ray, Nine of Swords, Gemini energy at the heart underneath the Hierophant. False testimony. Scorpio, this is an energy of perspective. It's also an energy of facing your fears, which is further detailing what we're picking up in this reading here. It's an energy of healing, remaining very focused on the task at hand right now. Whatever it is, Scorpios, give yourself that 40 days and 40 nights, starting right now. Right now, and then see how your life looks on the other side. If you've been begging the universe for change in your life, transformation, giving you what you've been working so hard for, you'll do this, because this is how the universe delivers it to you. You need to become the vibrational match to what it is you're trying to pull into your life. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. When you put up that prayer, the universe will start arranging things in your life so you are faced with opportunities that allow you to get into the vibration of that which you are trying to pull into your life. Mebahel, Truth and Justice, Eight of Swords, also Gemini energy. This is an energy of freedom, energy of thinking clearly and mental liberation. This is where you're needed right now, Scorpios. Firing on all cylinders, clear-minded, ready to go, ready to show up for yourself. There are no excuses now, Scorpios. What do we have at the throat, please? Again. Lovers twice. Haniel, Joy of God, removes negative energy. And this particular Lover's card, in a reading like this, is showing both of your polarities, feminine and masculine. Here we see one polarity essentially rescuing the other, coming into balance, Scorpios. This is what this is all about. This is what's taking place in your life right now. The great calibration of the Scorpio collective is underway. What do we have at third eye? Too many cards. What do we have at third eye? Six of Wands, Leo energy at the third eye. And this Venus retrograde is actually in Leo, and we're in Leo season now. This is really speaking about this entire message here. It's like it's all coming together. This is what it's all about. Sahia, God who took evil, longevity, protects against infirmities. This is a crossroads kind of energy, Scorpios. This point in time is going to determine the rest of your life moving forward. The decisions you make over the next 40 days and 40 nights are it. You are being given the opportunity to step into your dreams, these prayers, these manifestations. It's all here right now. Six of Wands underneath the Wheel of Fortune at the third eye, and I'm getting a tremendous amount of pressure in my third eye right now. This is an energy of triumph. It's an energy of your hopes being realized, Scorpios, and it's an energy of love. What do we have to close this out for Scorpios, please? Perfect ending, Scorpios. The Fool. Vehuia, the exalting God, will and new beginnings, assists with difficult and great undertakings. Scorpio, you're being called right now to really take a chance. Step up for yourself. All those things you said you were going to do them now. And watch the universe meet you halfway. Your ability to rise to the occasion, to rise to the higher astral realms, is going to trigger this spiritual birth into your life, Scorpios. And this all has to do with the great work that is your life and where you're really meant to be going. It's here for you now, Scorpios. You know what to do, and I know you'll all be great. Do it for yourself and the other Scorpios out there in the collective that you know are also fighting to align and help bring the entire Scorpio collective into the next ascended timeline, the new vibrational plane, essentially a new reality, a new earth. It's time to do away with and sacrifice anything and everything without hesitation, Scorpios. Let's go, Scorpios. Let's go. Scorpios, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donation, Scorpios. Take care.